Hello, my beautiful Earth Soul family. Welcome to my channel. You've got Janae or Janae on the channel of our unconditional self love, our journey to self love. And today's message that came to me is don't dim your light for the comfort of others. That title alone speaks volumes. Oh, not even just in this journal. Clearly, I'm thinking about my baby, my journal over here, but this life path, just living, we are moving and living and so worried about what other people think. We are worried about how the things that we do or want to do, the people we want to be, the places we want to go, are going to trigger other people. And the thing about that is we are all here to live our own lives, our own paths, our own journeys. And if you are constantly fixated and focused on what someone else thinks about you or your choices that someone's going to feel some type of way about, you are not living your life purpose, path for yourself, for your greatest good. You are not letting divine come in and lead and guide you in the way that you need to go because you are so focused on what other humans have to think or say. And that's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. So, in this path of unconditional self love, you have to stop and think about what's best for you. Now, as you go through this path, and we're not talking about in a selfish way, in a low vibrational, ugly way. We are thinking in this path, say you're presented with several opportunities or pathways. And instead of focusing on yourself and what divine has for you, you're worried about, oh, well, this person is going to be upset, or these people are going to think this of me. But that is not your problem. That should not be your focus. If you know that source, the universe, divine, has guided you to a certain path and a certain way, well, you worried about these other people isn't going to take you to the place that you ultimately need to be. And to push that a step further, clearly those are not the people that's supposed to be in your life or on your path. Because if they aligned with your purpose, then they wouldn't be so consumed or concerned about what you got going on. They're going to be concerned about what they've got going on, right? Now, we all have to make choices in this life. And when you are living in a high vibrational place, it is going to trigger people in the worst way. Now, some people who are on a higher vibrational path, they're going to be better suited for that. They're going to understand that. But people who are in a lower vibrational state, people who are not doing the internal work, well, they're not going to understand what you're doing. It's not going to make sense to them. It's going to bother them. It's going to trigger them. They're going to have comments to say. They're going to have judgments. But judgment isn't for them. And for you to take your light and shove it deep down, what is that doing to you? What is that doing to your soul? What is that doing to your very being? It is killing your light. It is killing your divinity and your purpose. And our whole purpose and part of even being here is gaining the knowledge of self and growing and molding ourselves to be the best person we can be, to be the highest vibrational being that we can be, and to shine that light for others. The only people that light is going to irritate are the ones that are set in their darkness, in their shadow, in their demons. Well, baby, shine that light even brighter, because clearly they are lost and they need the light to find their path. It is imperative for you to stay strong and grounded in who you are. And if you don't know who you are lost. And clearly that's why you're here now. You are looking to find who you are, what you're supposed to be doing. And there is something, there is an intuition, there is an energy inside of you that guides you and that leads you and tells you, hey, you're not going the right way. Why are you shoving yourself down so that you can be digestible for other people? If you can't digest me, if you can't swallow me, baby, you can choke. And that may sound ugly, but it's the truth. And you know what I say about the truth? The truth is the truth. If you don't like it, then change it. And it's not your job to change other people. It is not your job to change what people think about you. Ultimately, people are looking at the things about you that they want to be in themselves. When you are shining that light, they are seeing their darkness. It is reflecting the shadow aspects of themselves that they've not healed or worked on. And so by watching you move in your light, in your divinity, in your power and strength, it is triggering to their shadow side. It is triggering to their darkness because it shows where they are lacking. It shows their fear. It shows what they are choosing to not look at and heal. We all have the responsibility of self. We have the responsibility to heal wounds that you may not have created. Others most likely created. But let's look at ourselves in that situation. What did we allow? What did we say was okay or acceptable? What did we go, I'm going to take a back seat to my own self, to my own knowledge and understanding, to my own intuition, to that still small voice deep inside of me that says, hey, we're supposed to be doing this. We're supposed to be going this way. But we are so focused on looking at people, place, or thing in the material that it is distracting us from our higher being, from our higher vibrations, our higher energy. And what is that doing to your soul? Ooh, I know y'all heard that little bird. Thank you, confirmation bird. Nature is on it with Divine saying, listen, she knows what she's talking about. And I speak to you from a place of knowing and understanding because I have been there. I am there. I'm going or have been or have gone through these things so that I can come to you. Divine is using me as a vessel to speak to you, to help guide. I'm using my light and my higher vibration and energy to impart knowledge to you. Y'all know, for those of you who have followed me or watched some of my earlier videos or any of my videos, say that I did not want to do this channel. I did not. Oh, I fought it. I fought it so much. And that was me shoving down my light out of fear, out of worry, out of ego, until Source shook me up and said, girl, stop playing. I didn't give you these situations. I didn't give you these pathways and people and this course and this light for you to shove it down so that it can be digestible for others, because the people that are here to soak it in, to eat it up, to digest it in its full entirety are going to come to you. They're going to be seeking out that light because they're looking for their way out of their darkness. They're looking for their way out of that pain, and they're ready to do the work. Be the light. And so I say to you, be the light. Do what you know you were called forth to do. Out of obligation to self. Out of what the universe is commanding you to do. Don't allow your ego and worry of what other people have to say about you stop you from moving in your truest power. Why are you dimming your light? It's time to take a deep internal look at ourselves and really understand why are we doing that? Why are we so fearful? Why are we in such an egoic state that we can't see that now we're choking on our own light because we don't want to shine it bright? Light is there for a reason. It's to illuminate a path through the darkness. It is to expand and open, to change the energy around you. That is your job to do. Do not hold back your higher self for anybody else or any other circumstances. Yes, it is scary to step out. It is scary to be the first one. But do you know how powerful it is to be the first one? To say, I'm stepping out. I'm stepping out on faith. I'm stepping out in my intuition because I know that this is what's great for me. It takes balls to be the first one. It takes balls to be the one who lights the path. To say, I'm not going to allow fear and worry to steal from me. I'm not going to let you creep up in the deep recesses of my mind and talk me out of my greatness. I'm not going to allow your opinion of me, because why does it matter? Where are you? Am I watching you be in a place that's unfulfilled? Do I see that the people around me that I'm worried about having an opinion? Because like I told you, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one and they stink. So why do I care about yours? I certainly don't want to smell it. I don't. So why does that shake me? Why does that bother me? That is some serious internal work that needs to be done. It is time to take a deep look at ourselves. We are going into this beautiful springtime when things are blooming and growing. And guess what it took? Tell you what, Divine Boy. Guess what it took for that springtime to come in? For things to sprout and to grow. It took light. It took sunlight. It took sunlight breaking through those clouds and saying, absolutely not, clouds. I have a job to do. I'm supposed to be getting these seeds to sprout. I'm supposed to be pouring nourishment upon the earth. Could you imagine if the sun decided not to shine? If the sun allowed clouds to block the way and path? If it was winter always? Boy, we would be depleted and sick. We would just be in problems. We would be in issues because we need the sun to survive. We need the light to survive. And just like we need the sun and the light to survive, and nature and plants in this earth needs the light to survive, so do other people need the light in you to survive. That was sharp. That was sharp, y'all. There is something in you that is needed on this earth, and it is deeply nestled in that light. And if you choose to shove that light down, you are choosing not only to block your gifts and your blessings, but you're blocking the gifts and blessings that are for other people. You are taking away from the light that those other seeds need to grow. You are dictating probably the very people who you are worried about them having an opinion on your light. They are the ones that probably need it. And they're running from it because it's comfortable to sit in darkness, because it's what you know. It's what you've always done. It's what you've always known. It's a place you've always set in. But comfort is stagnancy. Comfort is complacency. And when you're stagnant and complacent, you die. You die out. You shrivel up and you fade away. Is that what you want? If you're not living to the highest and best of your capacity, then you are shrouded in shadow. And what does that make you feel like? How does it make you feel to push down the best parts of you? To push down your gifts? To push away and reject your highest calling? Do not block and stifle the greatest being. Think of all the people in the world that have inspired you, whether it's people that you know personally, whether it's a celebrity, a visionary, in an author, or an artist. Think about if that person never decided to have the courage to follow their greatest path, to stand in their gifts and their purpose, and release their art upon the world. Could you imagine if we never had music? If we never had... Music is so inspirational to me because there are some things in song that can hit your soul that just nothing else can. Imagine if your favorite author or writer or musician decided to not step out in their full truth. If they allowed what other people had to say about them, low vibrationals, other people had to say, or their fear of stepping out on that stage took away from them. If they didn't, how would that have affected you? How would that have affected your path? Frankly, when I think of the people and the places and the things that I've used to get here wasn't there as stepping stones, how detrimental it would have been for my path. How it would have kept away a beautiful knowledge that I needed at that time. So how are you taking away from this earth? We should be putting in a light. If you aren't adding, well, then you're taking away. So what are your contributions to this, to the collective, to the energetic place that we are, this sphere? What are you taking away that you are not putting back in? How are you stopping the light, the path for somebody else and yourself? Don't, that would be such a detriment. So, as you traverse this path, realize that you are a divine being that is set here to stand firmly in your truth and your light and your authenticity. It may be weird or strange to people. I know that I am weird. I know that I am strange, and I love it. And I love it. And I wouldn't change it for a thing. And there are some people, boy, that it triggers. It bothers them. And I've come to understand it bothers them because they're not comfortable in their own skin. And they wish that they could be that they could fully release their awkward what is that word? Eccentric side and be that person. You know how many people that I meet that tell me, man, I wish that I could do that, or I wish that I could be just so open and honest like you. I wish that I could just say that. I hear it all the time. And I always say, well, why can't you? And they're just like, well, I couldn't do it. I just feel like people wouldn't accept it, or they would look at me funny. Okay. Let them look. Let them look. People are always going to have an opinion of you, no matter what you do. People are always going to have an opinion of you, whether it's the truth or not. Wouldn't you rather them have an opinion of you that was the truth, whether they liked it or not? Because you truly stood in who you are. I know I do. I would rather people talk mess about me knowing that it was the truth and I was standing in who I really was, than them having a false sense of me and talking about me and me looking at it like, dang, that's not even the truth of the situation. Right? I would rather them talk mess about me and me go, yep, that's right. They're correct. Because I knew that I moved in my true divine light. So I'm here to encourage you guys to not only take that light and let it shine, but like I said, baby, big boy lumens, blind them. Okay? We are incinerating retinas in here, okay? Make them get their sunglasses. Do you think divine worries about the light that they shine? Nope. So why should you? You better take that flashlight. Matter of fact, I don't even want candles. I don't want little flames, baby. I want an inferno. Okay? I'm a phoenix, baby. Risen from ashes. I want you to see every flame on my body. I want it to be so hot and so bright that you got to turn away from it, that you got to put on heavy duty dark shades. Okay, you got to get super tense to stand in my presence. And I want you to stand comfortably and securely and confidently in that light, because there's a purpose for it. You were divinely set here. You, especially as a time like this, you could have been brought here at any time in this earth, because there has been centuries upon centuries upon centuries and generations of time. And we are at a time where we have the ability to just be out here where people can see us, and we can put ourselves out there in ways that you could not do even just 20 years ago. You could not. And now we are in a place where it is so easy and accessible to be out there, to be your truest, authentic self, and to let that light shine to others. There is a reason you are here. There is a reason that this time was set forth for you. You know why? Because you have a divine light that is supposed to illuminate the path for so many people. There is something that is calling the very inner being of yourself. So don't take that light and stuff it down. Break it open. You take that little candle, you got that little flame, and you set fire to everything around you. Let it burn, baby. Because maybe somebody's tower needs to be set ablaze. It's time to break that tower down. Sitting in that tower, letting it just fester and holding skeletons and demons and darkness. And guess what? About to put that flame to it and burn it all down. Allow your light to burn. Burn it up. Because it is time for shadow to submit to that light. We are in a time where there's a lot of darkness. We are in a time where there's a heaviness, and it is just shrouded in negative, dark energies and entities and things. And clearly, Spirit is telling you, we need more light. You are a light worker. You are an empath. I know if you are watching my channel and you have been sent to watch me, and if you're watching me and I'm triggering something in you, it is time to do shadow work. That means Divine saying there's the light. And that light is illuminating your shadows. It is showing you the shadow part of yourself. It's time to set fire to it. It is time to set fire to it and burn it up. Shadow is there as first of all, it's protection. At some point when you heal it, it's protection because you know it. You have incorporated, you have created duality of self and brought it in with your light, because like I said, you can't have one without the other. But you have brought it in to do its job. You have faced your darker aspects of yourself. You have faced your demons and shadows. You have looked at yourself and the things that you need to heal. Then you've healed them and let them illuminate the way. Because just like within a flame, there is shadow and a flame. If you ever look at a candle, if you ever look at a light, although the light is on the top and you see that beautiful flame, look right below it. Right below that flame is a dark shadow. And that shadow is a part of that flame. It needs each other. So it is time to look at that, heal those wounds, those childhood wounds, those adult wounds, those wounds from parents and family and friends and significant others and negative vibrations around you. We have to be the ones to light the way so that others can find themselves as well. Right? Let's do it. Let's not be afraid of what we may see, because you're not going to see the greatest things when you're digging in shadow. But the light that's going to come from that, ooh, buddy, it's going to be so bright. It's going to illuminate so much, and not just for you, but for others. Don't take away that gift. Don't deprive others of the beautiful light within yourself, right? Do not shove down your light for the comfort of others, because clearly they're crying out for it. And what people need, they cry out in different ways. When a baby is hungry, what does it do? It cries. And the cries are sharp and can be annoying and hurt your ears and rattle you. But the cries are from those hunger pains. So what do you do when that baby cries? You feed it. You are feeding them light to heal the hunger deep within them, deep within yourself. It is time to stop starving. It is time to eat in abundance. I'm so excited to see what this year is going to do. Because when you start illuminating paths and opening up doors, now let me tell you, it is going to shake up some things. And it's going to start, at first, it's going to look negative. Because shadow has to make you think. Darkness has to make you think, oh, something is wrong over there in that light. Look at all the bad stuff that's happening. No. When you are clearing out closets and you cleaning stuff out, at first it doesn't look savory. When you clean out a closet that's stuffed full of crap and you're doing your spring cleaning, at first it looks like chaos. You start pulling stuff out and there's stuff everywhere and you're overwhelmed by the amount of things you have to clean and clear out, right? But one by one, as you start picking things up and throwing them away, clearing them out and picking out what things you're going to keep in that closet and what things you are going to donate or throw away, it starts to clear. You start to feel lifted. You start to see, look at all this space in this closet. I didn't realize this closet was so big. You know why? Because it was full of it was full of crap and dung and doo-doo. It was so packed full of stuff that you ain't seen in so long, but that was sitting there holding space, negative space, and taking away from everything that's in line that's supposed to be in there. It was taken away from the light. You couldn't see anything in there because it was so packed full of crap. You couldn't even access the good things that were actually in there. So as you start to clear it out, you start to clear out your chaos. You start to clear out your filth. And at first, the dust comes up and it makes you sneeze. It makes you feel sick. You start to get annoyed because there's stuff everywhere and you start to get overwhelmed because you're like, how am I supposed to clear this out? There's no possible way I can get rid of all this stuff. You start to feel sentiment in those things that you know you need to get rid of. You know you need to get rid of that. That shirt got holes in it, and yes, it holds memories and feelings, but it's got holes in it, moths done chewed up on it, got stains everywhere. Throw that baby away. Throw it away to make room for a new beautiful shirt. Something that fits you better, that's clean, clear, and is more aligned with who you are now. That memory will always be there. It's part of your story. But doesn't mean it needs to set a place in that closet, holding space, collecting dirt and dust and dander, and taking away from you putting new things in there. So yes, it looks like chaos. Yes, it is anxiety. Yes, it stirs up an issue. It's like, oh, this is too much. It's too much. It's not too much. That's like somebody telling you you're too much. If they tell you that you're too much, well, then they're not enough. I wish somebody would say I'm too much. Thank you. That just means that you're not on my vibration. I'm too much for you to handle because you're not enough. So then if I'm too much, I need to find other people that are too much. Because then we are in abundance. Yes. So in the chaos of cleaning out and clearing out and it looking like trouble at first, that is just the illusion to stop you and make you want to pull back from what you are doing, because it takes work. When you look at all of it, it looks like a lot of work, and you go, oh, there's no way I can do this, there's no way I can do this, and I can't do it by myself. Well, one, that means you need to find the strength in yourself, in solidarity, in self, in oneness, because you can do it by yourself. But guess what? I'm here, lighting the path, because I'm letting my light shine. I've cleared out my closet. Don't mean I don't have other closets to clean out, but at least I got that one cleared out, right? I cleaned out that closet, so now I can see. And once you clean out that first closet, you go, oh my God, I did it. And it feels so good. And you're like, oh my God, I can put this here and I can put this here. And look how nice it looks. It feels good. And it encourages you. It encourages you to start cleaning out other closets. It makes you realize, well, dang, I did it. You can be proud of yourself. I did it. So when a storm comes in, when a pile of manure comes in, you say, it's okay. I can take the storm. I can take the lightning. I can take the flood. I'm going to just float. Float. Float on. Oh, see, I'm going to float and I'm going to sustain until the water recedes. I'm going to swim out of it. Because I got this. Then I'm going to start building. So stand in your light. Stand in your power. Do not shove it down for it to be condensed and digestible for others. Because you should be a powerful light, not just to yourself, because you're the first light that you need, but to others. Don't let the chaos confuse you or stop you, because it does look that way at first, and it makes you question. But right on the other side of that is a clean, cleared out, beautiful closet full of light and open space, just like your life will be. That doesn't mean that things won't come. That doesn't mean that battles won't be waged. But you're going to go into battle. You're going to go into war with what? Armor, ammunition, with firepower. By using your light, you're protected. Wouldn't you rather go into battle knowing that you are covered, that you've got armor and ammunition, you've got knowledge, you got the whole playbook on the enemy's path, what they're about to do. You've been given their whole playbook, so you're just sitting there waiting for them to come in, because you already got army swarmed around them. You already set up for battle, because you've already been doing it. And so now when the battle comes in and the war's waged, I'm ready. I got my forces set up. I've been through this. Baby, I'm ready for you. Come on. Come get it. Right? So guys, like I said, I urge you, clearly my phrase right now, I urge you to take your light, pull that bad boy out and set fire. Burn it down. Because it is so needed. You are needed. You are needed. There is a great call on you. Here. You are needed for such a time as this. So shine your light. Shine it bright. Shine bright, shine far, don't be shy. Be a star. Where you live, where you are, be a star. I know y'all know that. That was an old one. I believe that's 90s. What's that? Supersize with Tyra Banks. But it speaks now clearly. The whole thing. Shine your light. Because this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And it ain't gonna be little either. It's gonna be an inferno, baby. So come along with me, Earth Soul family. We're pulling our lights out. We're pulling out our flames, and we're setting fire to this darkness. I believe in you. You are enough. You are strong and powerful. And there is a divine gift over you. Walk in it. All right, guys. Thank you for coming to my channel. I love you guys. I'm grateful for you guys. And I hope that this helped you. I know it helped somebody, even if it was just me. Because I told y'all I listen to my messages just as much as I expect y'all to listen to them. I listen to them. I listen to it too. Because I know Divine is telling me, just like I'm talking to you, I'm not talking at you. I'm talking to you because I'm talking to myself. All right, my beautiful Earth Soul family, my butterflies, my concrete roses. I love you so very much. And if nobody told you today, you are beautiful. You are amazing. I love you. You are purposeful. And there is something special for you because you are special. I love you guys so much. Have a high vibrational, beautiful, uplifting day and be the light that you needed. All right, guys. I love you. Bye.